Oh my God, I'm really amazed with all the screens, all the beautiful views here. I would love to share that with you and I hope you enjoy that.
This year. This will be a
Times Square, Manhattan, New York City, New York, the United States.
I'm the new Sinatra, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem, all of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Brought me back to that McDonald's, took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down A Street, off-white Lexus, driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. Me, I'm out that Bed-Stuy, home of that boy Biggie. Now I live on Billboard, and I brought my boys with me. Say what up to Tata, still sipping my top, sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. Nigga, I be spiked out. I could trip a referee, tell by my attitude that I most definitely...
Times Square is now considered the heart of New York. In time, it has become the symbol of this vibrant metropolis with its huge illuminated advertising hoardings, the star of many movies. Oh my God! With its neon lights and billboards, Times Square is New York's most famous landmark and is the liveliest area in the city. It's located at the intersection of Broadway and 7th Avenue.
I got it made. If Jesus paying LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne Wade. 3 dice CeeLo, 3 card Marley. Labor Day parade, rest in peace, Bob Marley. Statue of Liberty, long live the World Trade, long live the King, yo. I'm from the Empire State, that's...
In Times Square, you will find bars, restaurants, theaters, museums, and a great atmosphere. When night falls, the lights of Times Square illuminate the city, and locals and tourists alike are totally enchanted by the city's most famous square. A visit to Times Square is totally unmissable as a visitor to New York. The backdrop to countless films and TV series, the busiest square in Manhattan, forms the very center of the Big Apple. It's really amazing here. The view is wonderful. The screens, the lights, the scenes, the views, the people, the ambience, it's amazing. Times Square got its name when the namesake newspaper, the New York Times, took up residence in the building which is known now as 1 Times Square in 1904. That was the year the mayor of New York renamed Longacre Square after the paper, though it took less than a decade for the Times to relocate again. ليك مبنى شو كبير يا زلمه. The recognizable advertisements are probably the main attraction. Wherever you look, there's a show made of color and light. Times Square is the liveliest part of Manhattan and it's my favorite area to find accommodation, have a bite to eat, and have a drink. Whatever specially you are looking for, you will find it in Times Square. أجمل مكان بزوره بحياتك. As a top attraction for tourists, Times Square can sometimes be a little bit oppressive as it attracts about 330,000 people each day. But this is also part of its charm. This is the most beautiful place I have been to in my life. That is human-made. Here are 8 things you don't know about Times Square. Number 1. It wasn't always called Times Square. Number 2. The New Year celebration has had a ball drop for over a country. Records show New Yorkers have been celebrating the New Year in Times Square since the New York Times took up residence in the neighborhood. But the ball drop dates back to 1907. Wood and iron globe decorated with 100 light bulbs was lowered from the top of a flagpole. Now, the Times Square ball weighs nearly 6 tons and is illuminated by 32,256 LEDs.
Times Square.
Number 3. There once was a passage from the 42nd Street subway station to the Knickerbocker. Number 4. You can see it from outer space. It's not called the Great White Way for nothing. Times Square is home to a dizzying number of brightly lit digital billboards and signs, and it's so bright that at night, astronauts on the International Space Station can easily see the neighborhood from outer space. Number 5. Art is hidden everywhere.
That's how you know my son been working.
Number 6. Cars drove through here until 2009.
That's how you know my son been working. That's how you know my son been working.
The Times Square has really made my night in New York City. It's wonderful. The ambience here is amazing. There are thousands of people around taking videos, enjoying their companies and loved ones, looking at the nice scenes and views, the nice and amazing and beautiful screens, advertisements everywhere in Times Square in New York City. Number 7. You can take an actor-led walking tour. For an intimate introduction to the theater district, you can join a designated Broadway up-close walking tour led by actors and stage crew. Join the Broadway Beginnings tour every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And number 8, 1 Times Square is mostly empty. Despite being one of the most expensive pieces of real estate in the country and being the landmark skyscraper that gave Times Square its name, the building is currently home only to a ground floor Walgreens and the iconic New Year's Eve Ball and the events headquarters. It makes enough revenue from the advertisements on its face to pay for it to remain, otherwise it's largely unoccupied.